The first thing we had to do was improvisation. Now in school and theatre I always hated improvisation. Didn't like it, not for me, nope, don't like it. And that was really hard because obviously I want to be being an actress, you have to be able to do improvisation. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, and thank you for coming back to my channel, that means a lot to me. So as I've been saying the last week, if you'd have checked my last video and checked my Facebook and my Instagram and every social media thing, I've been saying I'm going to be talking to you about my screen acting course that I started on the Wednesday of last week. So that is what I'm doing today. I'm going to be doing that, and every Saturday I'm going to be doing this video of what I did in my screen acting course and what I'm going to be doing in the next one. And I just thought it'd be a nice kind of little thing to talk to you about because I like talking about it and there's nothing anywhere that says that I can't, so you know, it would be really good to be able to talk to you guys about it. I live in the south of England. That's all I'm going to tell you because I'd rather not actually tell you where I live. I live near the beach and it's really nice, but it takes about 2 hours on the train to get up to London. So I had to leave at 2 o'clock on Wednesday on the train to go up to London, and that took about roughly 2 hours. I went from my station up to London Victoria and get on the tube, went to Oxford Circus, and then I had to get on to a different tube and go up to Marylebone train station, and then it was a 7-minute walk up to the studio. And I was using Google Maps. I've never been there before in my life, so it was having to use Google Maps, which was brilliant. And then it just stopped in this kind of alleyway where there was some there was a building, there was a few buildings, but I was looking at it thinking this doesn't look right, but I presumed it was right. So I was walking around, I was early by an hour and a half. I was walking around for like 45 minutes. I had to go and get some Nurofen because my head was killing me. Probably the nerves. When you go anywhere new, I always get a headache because I'm nervous or anxious. Went to get some Nurofen, came out, and then I suddenly realised that isn't right. So I had to, all I did, Google Images, and I looked it up and realised it was only like across the road, but I couldn't see it from where I was. So I went across, went in, signed myself in, and there's a little kind of bar area, and it was really, really sweet. And then I met that's where I met the first girl that is on the same course as me. I'm not mentioning any names because they may not want to be mentioned, but I have to tell you, she reminds me so much of my best friend, and that was really nice for me because it meant I could kind of talk to her and not feel uncomfortable. Not that I did with anyone else, but it's weird, I can't explain it. It was that I didn't need to worry about what I was saying. That was really nice for me. And then our tutor came down to get us, and bless him, he seemed really nervous, but he was so good at what he was doing. And he took us up to the studio. It was just upstairs, and it was like a little spiral staircase thingy, which was really nice. And then got into the studio, had to write our names down, and then we had to introduce ourselves. Now normally when I'm having to introduce myself, I get very nervous. I'm like, oh my god, what do I say, what do I say? This time I was like, yeah, that's cool, my name's Becky and blah blah blah, you know. And then he had to ask us why we were there, and see, with that I probably could have expanded, but I just kind of wanted to just say, you know, something new, da da da. I could have said that because of acting is what I want to do and this is the course I want to go on. No, I just went because I want to do something new. Like, I get annoyed at myself sometimes. I say things that are true, but I don't actually expand on what it is, which annoys me about myself. That's the one thing that I do get annoyed at. And then the other girl had to introduce herself, and then there's 6 people in the class, but 2 of them couldn't make it because they had to switch the timetable, and then the other 2 were a little bit late, and we all introduced ourselves, and the other 2 came up and they introduced themselves. And then for the first thing we do, this is what he was saying, the first thing with each lesson is like a meditation type thing to release the tension, because he said that an actor's worst nightmare is to have tension. This is where my mental health comes in. because not only did that help me as an actor, but it helped me with my mental health. It was so nice to see that I was able to relax. I was able to relax and feel calm and not worry, and there was no tension once we'd done it. And that was really nice for me. It was, I don't know, for the first time in my life, I felt truly at home doing something that I love and knowing that's what I want to do. We then went on to improvisation, and we talked about the natural versus unnatural, which I'll talk about in a minute. The first thing we had to do was improvisation. Now, in school and theatre, I always hated improvisation. Didn't like it, not for me, nope, don't like it. And that was really hard because obviously I want to be being an actress, you have to be able to do improvisation. And I think that's one thing I struggled with a lot. And I struggled with it because I knew that I had to do it, but didn't want to. So going into the screen acting, the improvisation is slightly different, and I enjoyed it a hell of a lot. So what we did, there was 4 of us in the group last week, there'll be 6 next week because, as I said, the class is made up of 6 people. One of us would go out of the room, and the 3 left in the room would make up a scene, and then the person would come back in and have to kind of guess what it is and go along with it. So the first one was a funeral. One of them was in shock, one of them was screaming, and one of them was crying. Guess which one was crying? This girl. And I managed it. I was actually crying, and I felt really proud because it had taken me so long to be able to get to that, to be able to do that. What is that, my hair? Oh my god, I'm so sorry guys. Look at that. That's like a little horn out the side of my head. Are you kidding me? A horn out my... Okay, I'm done. I am just done with my hair. Yeah, a horn. Yay! Okay. Anyway, where was I? So yeah, I was crying. The other girl was kind of screaming, going, why? Oh my god, this happened. And then the other person was just kind of numb with pain. And then the other girl had to come in, guess what was happening. And it was really, really good. Really enjoyed that one. Next scene, me and one of the other girls were best friends and drunk, which was really fun to play. And then the bartender, we were asking for vodkas and telling her that we know what you did last time, giving us water and not vodka. And then the other guy came in, and it was his sister's birthday, and I was his sister's best friend, and all of that. It was really, really good. So yeah, the third one was, it was my hen do on an aeroplane, and we'd booked a seat next to me for our other friend. She came on the plane, and we realised we hadn't booked the seat, so we were having this argument with the air hostess, and then we walked off the plane. Now here's my favourite one. This is really cool. I love this one. Okay, I was out the room, went back in, and we were waiting at the train station. So something had happened down the line, and the trains were late, and we were arguing with the train person on the platform. My tutor suddenly went, Becky, you're having a baby. So I suddenly had to do this great big dramatic scene, like my water's broke, and I was like, oh my god, my water's broke. And then I had a baby on this platform. Oh my god, it was amazing. But it was so funny because we were trying not to laugh. I was trying so hard not to laugh, because they were making me laugh. And I was like, this is a really serious scene. And yeah, I had a baby, I did the screaming, I did all of that, all the stuff that you would normally see. It was really, really good. I couldn't believe it. I was so happy with it, and I really enjoyed it because it was something new and something that I hadn't done before. Now, we also learnt about when you're acting, it's not about portraying a character, but about what you would do in that situation and finding the differences or finding the similarities between you and the person you're playing. I don't know if that makes sense. It's hard to explain. So then we went on to do the natural versus unnatural. So we had to learn a monologue, which I had learned, but I didn't get to do mine. But they set up the camera for the other two, and it was like reading the monologue, and then they had to tell a story of what happened to them when they're younger, and you can see the differences between concentrating on this script going, oh my god, blah, 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 and then thinking about a memory that you had. So it was interesting. It was really good. So it was a really good day, and oh, actually it was evening. It was a really good evening, and then we all went home. We went on the train station. We went together, and it was really, really nice. And I went home, you know, 2 hours later got home. So, and then I got an email, and we have a script to learn, and it's really nice because it is screen acting, so it's from films and TV shows that we're learning the scripts from. Now I have got Good Will Hunting, and I play Skylar, and this is my script. I've learnt the first page, and there's 2 other pages that I need to learn by Wednesday, but I really, really love it, and I'm really, really excited for the next lesson. No idea what we're doing. Obviously we're going to be doing the scripts, we're going to be doing them, so it'll be interesting. I really am very excited. It's a very exciting time because I'm finally doing something that I love. Acting is something I've been told I'm good at, and I love doing it. That's the thing, that's the difference. You know, I am enjoying it, and I'm really, really enjoying this course already, and I just can't wait to see what the future holds. So thank you for watching. It means a lot that you've stayed and listened to my rambling. But if you have any video requests mental health wise, please comment them below, and I will stick them on the list and do them in the next few weeks. So thank you for watching. Please like this video, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel because you know you want to, and you know what you want to see more. So click that subscribe button, and do share the video as well. I will see you in my next video. Bye guys! When I was able to stop binging, that was just wow. It was like I've actually managed to go a week without binging, and it's like, well, if I can do a week, I can do 2 weeks, and that turned into a month. It's amazing what you can do when your mind is set on something. Once you realise that you can do something, it's amazing.